So I'd like to say a few words about the last reflection especially. So there are different intentions, it is said, for the different reflections. For the this last one in specifically, the intention is to have a sense of non-attachment to things, to all that is pleasing and dear to me, to know that it will be separated, to encourage a non-attachment, a letting go, a freedom, a generosity of the heart, to be with, to appreciate, to enjoy, to love both people and things, appreciate them, enjoy them, but not have a sense of clinging or grasping, to know that it's a part of life. So, the striker, I can cling to it. Like, oh, I never want to be separated from the striker or the spell. Oh, but to know that, yes, I'm a traveler. It doesn't really belong to me in a way. I'm just using it for now. We will become separated. A line from a song by Dido comes to mind, and I love this for my own reflection. The song by her is called My Life is for Rent, I think is the name of this. And the line is, as my life is for rent, nothing I have is truly mine. Nothing I have is truly mine. And the beauty, the artistic elegance of the way she sings it and say it, deep reflection, nothing you have is truly yours. You're a traveler in this world. You're using everything. I'm wearing this shawl for a little while and just coming through. Hello, goodbye. Of course we'll become separated with all that we have and we hold dear and we love, not just for possessions, but also for people that we love. They're not ours to grab onto and hold. Of course, they have their own autonomy. That's the other thing, to grant everyone their own autonomy as we love them and as we interact, as our lives connect with them, and to know that there might be a time, as the law of impermanence is, that there will be a separation. And living, really opening up to these truths, to the truth of impermanence. At first it can bring grief. So there are levels. So as you're doing these reflections, there could be at first a sense of overwhelm, grief. So what I would suggest is you titrate your practice with, especially the last, with all of them actually, so that the level of reflection you let in, the sense, the emotions that arise, you can then sit with them, breathe with them, digest them, and then at a later time, when it's appropriate, sit with, drop in the reflection, open up to more. These reflections, be gentle with yourself. Please have a lot of metta and wisdom as you're doing these reflections. They're not supposed to be like a hammer that you hit yourself with. Be more gentle. The more gentle you are, the more you can actually open up to and digest more and more and more. If you open up too much and you try to take in too much, forcing yourself to, I need to make pace with all, impermanence, right? You might start to feel conflictual about the practice. So titrate, open up little by little by little. but steadiness. Hang in with these, steadiness. And as challenges, as emotions arise, as grief arises, know that that is a part of this practice. You're not doing it wrong. Different levels of grief can come up, and titrate, hold them in, and make peace with, because this is the truth. This is the truth of how we are. And if we can live in this way, we can actually love more fully. We can live more fully. We can enjoy our lives more fully, people we care about more fully. There can be a freedom in the heart without this fear, this constant angst. So this is where the freedom comes. It's not about becoming aloof and not enjoying and not loving and not appreciating. It's not about that at all. It's not about losing your your love, your loves and passions, but it's about not clinging, not having this tightness of the heart, but living in harmony with the truth of how things are. And I invite us to discuss all these during the community meeting later today. There's one more thing I wanted to say is in terms regarding the order that I mentioned earlier. So in the sutta where this teaching is mentioned, various places, but one place where it's mentioned, it's the Upajjhatthana Sutta. And there, excuse me, and there, if you look, the order is actually, you have the first three, aging, sickness, and death, which, as I mentioned, they correspond to the first three of the heavenly messengers. I was missing the word, heavenly messengers. And then you will see that the fourth and the fifth, so the one that we did today, you'll see as number 4, which and then the one having to do with karma being number 5. So in many ways that makes perhaps even more sense. And let me explain actually, so it's a reversal. So and you're welcome to do it either way. So doing the reflection with old age, sickness, and death. So death, and then doing the reflection of everything that's pleasing and beloved will become separated from me. So it seems like a step from death. And of course, when I die, everything I cannot take it with me. That's another thing. I can't take it with me. So it seems like an easier mental step. And then with the last one, the karma, that I'm impacted. I'm the heir to all my actions. So which makes sense. So so I invite you to practice that way too. And actually, I might do it that way myself. The idea here is sometimes this is saved for last in order to kind of build up to it a little bit in the contemplations, because sometimes this is the one that impacts people much more than the other 4. It seems much more impactful or profound, the idea of people and things that we love to become separated from them. So that's the reason why sometimes it's taught at the end or saved at the end. But then again, these are all reflections. It's whatever works. So I also share with you this, as I was reflecting on this and wanted to share this with you about the order, I was reminded that similarly, say the metta phrases, many teachers, mostly in the West, they teach with may I be happy first, may I be happy, may I be healthy, then may I be safe. May I be safe is usually the third one, and then may I have ease. But then the more canonical order is may I be safe, that's the first one, and then may I be happy and healthy and have ease. And having practiced it both ways, I love the different order, but then when I practiced it really deeply after a long time, I realized actually for me, having safety first, the canonical order really made more sense, because you need to have safety before you feel happy and healthy and safe. So with this one, I'll just share with you, maybe the next time I teach, maybe I'll try doing it as number 4, the canonical order, to see how that lands for people. But basically, all these teachings are skillful means. Whatever works for you, and individuals, different orders might work better for you. But just wanted to bring that in terms of the canonical order. And one last thing I want to say before stopping is to say that the idea of the first one, I have not gone beyond aging, is to overcome the conceit of youth, of energy, vitality. The second one, with sickness, also the conceit of good health, feeling invincible. And the third one, of course, being alive, the feeling of I'll never die, invincibility. And the fourth one has to do, is supposed to weaken or overcome responsibility. So really feel the sense of empowerment and our responsibility for our acts, speech, thoughts, and physical acts in the world. And this last one, as I mentioned, is to weaken and overcome attachment, lust for materiality, and there's so much more to say about it, but also to give our hearts a sense of generosity, to not attach. So there's more to discuss, and I really look forward to our community meeting to have a lively discussion about these, how they've impacted you, and really sharing the community wisdom. So just wanted to say it's been a great honor and pleasure for me to join you this past week and support the Sangha and share these teachings that are very close to my heart. And I really hope that they have been of service. That is my primary hope and wish, that these teachings have been of service to you and all beings whose lives you touch. So thank you so much for your kind attention and your presence and participation in your heart this past week. And yes, till later. Maybe come visit us. The evening time, happy hour, is every day during the pandemic. So we would love to see you during happy hour at 6 p.m. California time on Zoom and on YouTube, but primarily Zoom, where we cultivate metta and compassion and gratitude and all the heart qualities. So maybe we'll see some of you at 6 p.m. California time on Zoom during happy hour. Okay, take good care. Be well. And we'll take a 1-minute bio break, and then I'll open the community meeting. All right, take good care.